This week's race of the week is from Shenington for the SuperOne Series, and normally for race of the week, the best race is saved for the last race of the weekend and the final. However, on this occasion in Intermax, it was Heat 1, with brilliant battles up and down the field, and the best of the bunch was the battle for second position that went down to the final lap.
Nonetheless, we will be treated. Obviously, there's plenty of people still battling over various different championship positions, and it's been a highly entertaining class Intermax this year, so I expect that this will live up to that. As away we go for 7 minutes plus a lap of racing. Jensen Sale with a bold start, moving across the field to deter any moves, and he's had a really good run there through the Cafe Complex as Oscar Roach is battling away from second place with Lucas Esser. You can see Oscar in that pink helmet that he's got there as Lucas Esser tries to put a move on him for second place through the Stratford hairpin, and towards the Bruno chicane, though it is still Oscar Roach in that 96 who is there in second place. Great start still for Jensen Sale in the lead of this one, and it looks like it's been a relatively clean start, which is lovely to see as they head towards the Wilkins corner for the first time in racing anger today. There's the number 5 of JJ Blauman battling away as well as they come round to finish lap number 1. Sale indeed leads ahead of Oscar Roach, Lucas Esser, Stanley Stafford and Cody Lepaterel with a good start there for Lepaterel up to 5th place. As I'm hearing that we have got a kart stationary on the back straight. It's the number 48 and that would mean that Louis Barker has unfortunately come to a stop there on the back straight. So there'll be yellow flags to cover that as Plowman is battling away with Lepaterel there as they head towards this Bruno chicane once again. And onto the back straight. Oscar Roach with a little bit more breathing space now in second place. Is he going to be able to push up onto the back of Jensen Sale as down the inside goes JJ Plowman on the 43 of Stanley Stafford. So there's been change of plenty from about 4th place downwards on this lap. It's Lepaterel in 4th. As Stanley Stafford is dropping down the order as well there in the 43, unless that's a transponder issue. We'll just wait to see if that corrects itself, because I did see a transponder a little bit laggy on the very first lap through. In fact, can I visually see? There's the 55 of Esser, there's Lepaterel, and there you go. Stanley Stafford is there in that queue, and so too timing has just updated. So perhaps a little bit of a lag on the transponder of the number 43. Let's bear that one in mind as we watch our battle for second place. And here's the battle. There is Stanley Stafford having all sorts of pressure from JJ Plowman, but manages to hold that off as they come out of Wilkins. But JJ Plowman now cuts to the inside here at Park Bend, and surely that is through for the number 5. As Ashton Redpath there as well with a bold move into Cafe. This is a brilliant battle pack here as they're coming through onto the Stratford straight. Bit of smoke ahead of them. I don't know if that's someone getting very locked up on the brakes, but a few drivers running wide as well out of Pitts Bend there onto the Stratford straight. As here through the Bruno chicane, this is still battling away between Stanley Stafford and JJ Plowman. Brilliant battle going on there for 4th place. As here is the battle for second place now. Roach and Lepaterel going for it into Wilkins. I wondered if they would maybe work together a little bit to see if they could reel in the gap to Jensen Sale, but clearly Cody Lepaterel feels he has the pace advantage as the battle for 4th place comes through now, as that is the 54 and the 53. So that is Noah Moulton putting a move in on Lewis Herbertson for 8th place. Fastest lap of the race from Cody Lepaterel, which is why he presumably felt he had the speed to get by for second place. This is Lucas Esser down the inside of Stanley Stafford into the Stratford corner. That Stafford through the Stratford corner is going to confuse my commentary brain for a little bit today, I think. I do hope I get that right for Stanley's sake. Here is that battle for second place again, and there is the move for Oscar Roach to try and counter-attack with Cody Lepaterel. These two are anything but working together. They fancy a side-by-side battle here as they head towards Park Bend. This is brilliant stuff. Cody Lepaterel round the outside as they go into Cafe Corner, the right-hander. Then they'll go through Pitts Bend and head once more towards the Stratford corner. Then behind them, I believe it's still Stanley Stafford holding on against all this pressure. A little bit of a touch there, maybe under braking, and it's elbows out here at this point as Lucas Esser gets on by back past Stanley Stafford there. into the Bruno chicane. It's still Oscar Roach ahead at for second place, ahead of Cody Lepaterel. You don't know where to look at the moment in this Heat 1 between these fantastic Intermax drivers. Down into Wilkins. Will Lepaterel go again to the inside? He will, and he'll try and block the speed out of that corner as well for Oscar Roach and try and hang on to second place for more than 30 seconds, if at all possible. JJ Plowman now battling away with Lucas Esser. That's for sixth place that he's just taken there into Cafe Corner. Jensen Sale, don't forget, all the while is controlling this one nicely, a couple of seconds ahead, as once again we battle our way through. Now it's Ashton Redpath who comes up into fourth place in that number 99. So it's Redpath in fourth, then it's Stafford in fifth. It looks to me like JJ Plowman is ahead of Lucas Esser at this precise moment in time, but that could have all changed. Frankly, we've looked away from it for longer than half a second, and thus it's probably all changed. No, it is still JJ who is ahead of that 55 of Lucas Esser, and Noah Moulton coming up onto the back of this pack as well. In fact, Lewis Herbertson isn't too far behind either. Oh, this is brilliant stuff here as they're battling away for fourth place. Still Ashton Redpath in the number 99 at the moment. Anyone fancying a move this time around? That's the 55 of Lucas Esser having a go at JJ Plowman, and he's got that job done. The 55 now ahead of the 5. So Esser beats Plowman for sixth there as they head through the Bruno chicane once again. Back with that battle for second place. Cody Lepaterel looking for if there's a threat from Oscar Roach, as I can see out my window that 48 cart that we reported earlier on of Louis Barker has now been recovered to the pits. You can just see that one out of my window. There's going to be 2 more laps, I believe. No, sorry, it might be 3 actually, just about, as this battle over fourth place continues to rage. This time Stanley Stafford pulling alongside the 55 of Lucas Esser there. And oh, there's going to be a moment on the grass there for Lucas Esser. And it all got a bit rallycross there as they're heading towards this Stratford hairpin once again. Now JJ Plowman sniffs the opportunity. He tries to pull alongside Stanley Stafford but can't make it stick. It's giving Ashton Redpath in that 99 just a little bit of breathing space as they come through the Bruno chicane. I'm not sure if that's going to remain the same, because immediately all these drivers will get the memo that they may want to work together just a little bit to make sure they don't lose out. And yeah, it's less than a cart length, barely here, that Ashton Redpath has in hand. The checkered flag, I don't believe, was shown this time. So I think it will be 2 more laps now. There is Jensen Sale. We've not seen too much of him. He's controlled this one so well. There's a bit of dirt there brought onto the circuit, wasn't there, by the off-track moment for Lucas Esser, as this challenge for second place. Oscar Roach down the inside at the Stratford hairpin. Cody Lepaterel, though, gets a good switchback and good momentum heading towards the Bruno chicane. He's going to have to be bold here, and it's still side by side at the apex. That's brilliant stuff as they come onto the hanger straight. Oscar Roach there up into second place as they're coming around to see the last lap board this time, I believe. Oh, brilliant stuff early on here from Intermax. This is fantastic stuff in heat number 1. As we are now on to the final lap, Jensen Sale has already started it some 3.5 seconds up the road, but there is Cody Lepaterel up into second place with a bold move through Park Bend. This is what we love about Shenington. It's got this old school high speed vibe. I always think of it as like a sort of karting Thruxton, if you will. That sort of older school circuit, as once again they're battling away here. Cody Lepaterel's going to try the switch back again, but he's going to have to be bold because Roach is moving to the inside and defends hard into the Bruno chicane here. Rest assured, yeah, I was about to say, rest assured they're all battling away over fourth place. Currently Stanley Stafford now who's just taken that away from Ashton Redpath. I'll tell you what, the calmest person around here is probably this young man here, Jensen Sale, who's controlled this one brilliantly. He's going to come around now to take the checkered flag. Jensen Sale wins. Who is going to finish second? It's going to be a drag race to the line, but it's just about Oscar Roach by 69 thousandths of a second from Cody Lepaterel. Ashton Redpath, I believe, managed to hold off Stanley Stafford. That changed again as we were looking away at the second place battle, and the winner, Redpath in fourth, Plowman in fifth, Stanley Stafford in 6th, ahead of Noah Moulton in 7th, Lewis Herbertson in 8th, 9th for Lucas Esser, and Layla Bell rounded out the top 10. Goodness me, I need a breather.